And I just kept white knuckling it through every afternoon. Until the day that Millie got hold of a knife. I don't know how she got this knife. I don't know where she got this knife. I was just helping Becca get her shoes off, and Millie had been yelling about something in the car. I don't know what, but I'm just trying to drown her out just for a minute because I just want to help Becca. I just want to help Becca get her shoes off just for a minute. Just for a minute, I just want to help Becca get her shoes off. Millie, please. And she's running toward us, knife in her fist. I jump up, try to protect Becca, but Becca sees her too. She sprints away from me, and Millie tears after her. And the house is sort of built like a circle, so I run the other way, and I scoop Becca up, and I run up the stairs. I run into Becca's room. I put Becca in the corner. I close the door, and fuck, it's a kid's room. It doesn't lock. Fuck. I take a chair, and I jam it under the knob, and at this point, Millie has caught up, and she is slamming her whole body against the door with every ounce of strength she has. So I hold the door and I voice call their mom, like, you gotta get home right now, you gotta get home right now. And we stay like this. 20, 30, 40 minutes, and Millie will not stop slamming against the door. I can't take this anymore. Oh my God. I mean, I'm listening to her scream. I'm listening to Becca scream. I can't do this anymore. I mean, this girl has been terrorizing me, making me lose sleep, making me cry for months. I can't do this anymore. I can't fucking do this anymore. And I open the door and I step into the hallway and I just, Millie, what is your problem? What is wrong with you? So many people used to ask me that. What's your problem? What's wrong with you? They're such weird questions, aren't they? What's wrong with you? Doesn't even sound like a question. What's wrong with you? That's not a question. That's a statement. There's something wrong with you. And there was something wrong with me. Just like there's something wrong with Millie, but I'm not asking her. I just want her to stop being angry. She's looking up at me. She's glaring up at me. And she starts crying, but not loud, big, tantrum, kid tears. Like she's trying to hold back hot, angry, adult tears. And she says something to me that I will never forget. You all think there's something broken in me. A few months ago, one of my best friends asked me how I felt when I looked at a photo of myself as a little kid. And I go out of my way to avoid looking at them most of the time because it reminds me of what it was like back then. But when I do look at them, I'm really mad. I'm really mad at all the people who acted like they didn't know why I was such an angry kid. Like I didn't have reasons, like I wasn't supposed to be angry, that I couldn't breathe, that everything hurt all the time, that I was missing school, that my sister got sick and I couldn't do anything about it. Everyone in my life knew those things. They were there. They knew. But still, I always got the what's wrong with you? Why are you so angry? You don't have a lot of options when everyone in your life is telling you there's something wrong with you. You just kind of start to give people what they expect, and you might scream and tantrum. You might stay silent and glare. And you end up letting the idea of what people think you are, this broken, angry kid, become true. And I know that. I lived that. And I still never, not once, asked Millie genuinely, why are you so angry? And I love being angry. I do. I do love it. It is such a satisfying emotion. Anger burns inside you. It's like oil. It's like fuel. It is hot and it is bright and it fills you up so there's no room for anything else. It's comforting. It's cozy. And it is so tiring. And I have been so tired for so long. And I wish Millie, it's okay for you to be mad. You've got to find another way to deal with it because this is jail time behavior. But if you want to cry, if you want to scream, if you want to stamp your feet or shake your fist without the knife, do it. And when you've gotten it all out, maybe we can talk about what you're feeling underneath all that. Because if you don't, you're going to end up in your 20s, at home, alone, writing a comedy show about how much it sucks to be blamed for being an angry kid. I don't know what happened to Millie. I left. That was my breaking point. I don't know what happened to her, and I'm not gonna know until I get that phone call. But I think about her a lot, and I was 17. I'm older now. I've had a lot of time to process and grow up and mature. And I know now that if I ever have a kid, and that kid starts to grow up and act like Millie, or if that kid starts to grow up and act out like me, then at that time, I'll be able to kneel down and look at that little girl and say, if I hear this door slam one more time, I will dump you in the trash, you little muskrat. Because I'm not ready to have kids.